radical testimony time. One time I was in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and I was preaching and I was sharing my testimony, and I was talking about condemnation and shame and how the Lord saved me from suicide and depression, and how he saved me from sexual sin. And I'm watching this guy in the front row look down and never engage with me. But at the very end, he started to engage, and it says, eyes are the gateway to the soul. And I watched his eyes brighten and open up. And we did an altar call at the very end, and I'm praying for people, and I'm watching sons be restored and daughters be restored. But this guy's not coming up. But I know the Lord has something specifically for him. And I'm like, all right, Lord, what do you want to say to him? And he began to speak sonship, and he began to speak to rip off condemnation and shame. And so I go up to him, and because I went up to him, his defenses went down. And I began to share this word that I got from the Lord, and I prayed for him, and we broke off a lot of shame. And then because I went up to him, he opened up. He shared about how about 5-10 years ago he hurt his niece. You can apply whatever you want with that. And how he felt shame, and how he felt like the church wouldn't accept him again. But as we began to show him the true Jesus, he began to open up. And in that moment, he gave his life to the Lord again. He began to be restored in identity. And because of that, you watch this man turn from shame and watching his eyes droop to begin to be opened up. And at the very end, he began to weep in the pastor's arms, began to just cry out, Abba, Father. And so because of that moment, I have been forever changed. And I'm sharing this because some of you are too afraid to go and share with people that you have a hard time talking with, or you have a hard time believing. Some of us, it's hard to talk to the LGBT, but that's probably the people you probably should go preach to. Some of us, it might be going and talking to the homeless, but probably you're gonna go and talk to the homeless people on the street. So go, be radical. But seriously, my life has been forever changed because I stepped out of my comfort zone to go pray for someone.